out there? This is John Ellis with Inside the 209. We've got another fantastic show for you here from Stockton, California. We're going to start off with Markie Rojas. Now, last time we showed you a little bit of Markie on the core, working it out. You know what that ended up being, just him trying to get some abs and look good for the summertime, outdoor racquetball and all. But now we're going to take his coach, Dave Ellis, my father, put him on the court with Markie Rojas, and they're going to work on off the back wall shots and going down the line specifically. Now, it's very important to work on those fundamentals, work these easy basic drills no matter what level you are. Take a look at Markie Rojas off the back wall.
What's up, everybody? This is Markie Rojas with Echelon TV. We're about to get this training started today. This is the first drill that we like to do to get our body warmed up. So Coach, tell us what we're going to do right now.
All right, right now we're working on consistency of taking the ball off the back wall. When you have the ball off the back wall, you've already got the ball moving towards the front wall. So that's a big advantage. You just have to add to the speed of the ball. You want to do it in such a way that you consistently are putting the ball away, killing it, hitting a good offensive shot, at least, por lo menos, at least keeping the opponent on the defense. Now I'm going to hit Markie give him a lot of different feeds that come off the back wall in different ways. One of the most important is the wraparound, where I hit front wall, side wall, bounces, comes off the back wall. That way, at that time, Markie has to take his eye off his opponent. He has to follow the ball around, and he's got to be ready to shoot. It's the opponent's responsibility to be out of the way. So that's something that I want Markie to realize. I want him to fire away.
Remember, this is a warm-up drill too, so don't go too crazy and don't go over swinging on the first couple shots. Just take your time, relax, and hit your down the line shots. The most important shot in the game. Let's go. Come on, Coach.
All right, let's do it.
Here we go.
Your eye focus on the ball as it goes into the guard, not just coming out. Same ball you would use if somebody tries to cut it off. Front wall first. Call this corner, straight corner. Nice shot. Okay, switch back in. Awesome stuff, Markie. Good job, good job. You don't have to pay for it, so good shot. Over there. Okay, it's pitch two. Shots like that win you 2 national championships in a row. All right. That'll let Bobby Horton win this. Right on the wall. Good job. Our friend Emilio. Okay, pitch. All right.
As you can see, this drill can be very fatiguing. We gotta keep hitting, keep shooting. As you see, I work out, but this drill can keep you, or can get you tired very easily. So be prepared. It's not a hard drill. Just have somebody. I have my coach just giving you drills, and there's gonna be a point where you have to have patience because you're gonna have a lot of balls on the court. So just know that this drill is one of the best drills that we do, and it's a great warm-up drill as well. Anything else, Coach? You want?
Yeah. Just Markie's a professional, true professional. I think he's moved into the top 8 or at least top 10. And right now, this seems like a very basic drill, and the importance of consistency cannot be overestimated. And even the best pros are doing these fundamental drills all the time.
Just remember, stay low and have your racket up. If I can go back and rewatch this drill, you can see that when I'm low and I have my racket up, I usually kill the ball or the ball's down. But when it's up, left up, or it's a skip ball, it's because my racquetball fundamentals aren't really there. Now, I'll see you next time here on Echelon TV. This is Marco Rojas. Work hard, baby.
My name is Ruben Gonzalez, former #1 Hall of Famer. Been playing with Echelon for 35 years, and this is the Echelon racket that I'm playing with, which is called the Toron, and it's named after me, and this is what a racket that everyone should be playing with. Ruben Gonzalez.
My name is Veronica Sotomayor. I play with Echelon brand. I'm ranked number 14 now, and I'm from Ecuador. I started playing when I was 4 years old. Actually, my dad introduced me in that. It was amazing for me. I loved the sport, and it was great. So he gave me a racket, and I was just running with the racket, and it was heavier than me, I guess. It was just like that. He used to play in those courts that there were all concrete, just concrete, everything, and play to 21, a game to 21, and something like that. Yeah, and the little rackets, the pretty small rackets. Yeah. When I was 10, I beat him first time. Yeah, and then it was pretty close though. He beat me one, I beat him another, and there was like that. And when I was 14, he couldn't beat me anymore. Yeah. Well, but I never feel, you know, when somebody hits you with the ball, I never, nobody did more than my dad. My dad hit me with the ball once. I mean, was just a mistake, but we were playing and he just hit the ball and hit me so hard, and it's like I never forgot that. Like, Dad, you are the anyone that hit me so hard with the ball, yeah. They have a really good stuff in California. Actually, it's exactly Stockton part. We've been playing so much. They've been awesome, and you know, it's kind of like more than a relationship. Coach and the player is more like friends. So it makes me really comfortable to be there and play with everybody. Also, you know, California have almost the best players in the world. So for me, it's amazing. And train with them, do a lot of stuff with them. I mean, I felt so good with it. I guess we are like 7 now. Yeah, see, a lot of people from other countries are going there to practicing. Yeah, well, I'm playing now with a Taron Gold. You see the color is so awesome. I wanted the racket so badly. Actually, it looks pretty. It is light. I think I feel like different when I play with this racket. You know, you can, because it's just because of the color, or you know, I just felt special with this racket. So I really like it.
Welcome back to Inside the 209. Now, this segment is going to be about the shootout, as I mentioned earlier. This one was in Concord, California, which is in the East Bay of Northern California, and at our club, In Shape Sport Concord. Hopefully this information helps you out. Listen carefully, tournament directors, because there's a lot of talking I'm doing on this one. But hopefully it'll help you run a shootout successfully in the near future. Okay, here we are. We're at Smart and Final here in Stockton, Hammer Lane. Gonna go through the process of just buying some of the snacks, Gatorade, various items I'm gonna need throughout the weekend here at the shootout. Important process. I want to spend, let's see, I got 61 players playing, 3 divisions each day. I want to spend somewhere in the neighborhood of about $125 to $200. Probably, I usually end up on the high end of that. Better to have too much than not enough. So that's the goal in here. Nick's gonna help me shop for a change. I got a buddy here. So all right, there you go. Yo, 6:15, driving to Concord from Stockton. It's an hour and 10-minute drive. First match is 8:45, so we're making sure we get there a little early. When we get there, Nick will have the camera on me going into one-man mode on the setup. Not a lot of things needed for a shootout. Shootouts, by nature, are meant to give the tournament player, a full weekend's of racquetball in a 4 to 6 hour span. So they're in and out for the most part. So you don't need a lot of the bells and whistles there that you might on a 3-day tournament. Taking the long route actually to the club right now because I want to make sure I get there. There's 3 different ways to get there. 2 of them are a little sketchy on the road through Northern California Valley here, and one's real easy, but I'm wishing I didn't go that way as I look at all the traffic ahead of us right now. So anyways, looking forward to a great day of racquetball. Hopefully this video fires up a couple of the players out there that are going to show up today. I'm excited to play some great racquetball. It's doubles today, B's, followed by opens, followed by A's to end the day. 3 divisions, same tomorrow for singles. Okay, have a good morning. How you doing? It's the Concord Fall Shootout. We're going through setup right now. I just got to the club. It's, I think, about 7:15. Again, we started at 8:45 this morning, so we got an hour and a half to get set up. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. We're going to be taking a bunch of stuff in. Really appreciate it. That gentleman right there let us take this nice parking spot right in front of the club. So I'm going to go through all this, so you see what's in the back here, just your typical tournament stuff. You know, it's going to be me by myself here, even though I got Nick here, he's going to be on the camera for the most part. So normally I'm by myself. Take all this stuff in. It's going to take about 30 minutes to get it all in, get it where I need to be, and then I'm going to have about another 15 minutes of setup in there before I am ready to take entries, check-ins. It's really important to be ready about a half an hour, 25 minutes before the tournament play starts for the check-in. If you're there, ready to go, then they're going to be able to check in, get warmed up, and be ready to start on time. Shootouts, it's very important to start on time so you can keep people's schedule for the day together. You know, people are planning on being here for that 4 to 5 hour window, so you don't want to have that go way over and then mess up their day's plans. So here we go, we'll start taking things in. I don't think Nick will grab a lot of this type of stuff. Just gonna be moving it from the back of the car in, everything, and then we go through setup. Alrighty. Okay, we're continuing on with setup. You see we have everything we need in here inside our hallway. This club has 6 courts. Small hallway here, but we have an upstairs too that we'll utilize, put our food up there for our hospitality meals. Just kind of getting through everything right now. First things to set up are the tournament desk, then set up the food desk, set up our video station. We'll stream some IRT matches, some archive matches. We'll watch a little NCAA football team, whatever else. Make it for everyone's viewing pleasure when they're not on the court. There's a little bit of downtime every now and then for each player. But just gonna go into setup mode. This is kind of my workout for the day. You know, I'm not playing today, so I'm really gonna work pretty hard to get it set up so that we're ready right on time. And of course, Nick, we got our big Echelon tablecloths because this is an Echelon powered shootout. Also sponsored by Dale Milholland Insurance. Play Racquetball, which is my buddy Nick's retail company, and my business is called Pro Racquetball Academy. Kind of oversees all this stuff. And we're at the InShape facility here in Concord. It's a beautiful facility. Used to have a ton of courts. Matter of fact, when I was 18, I played Marty Hogan here in an exhibition. First time I ever played him, maybe I was 17. And it was a lot of fun, great memories. This was actually the court we played on from the other side, all glass. You can see that it used to be a racquetball court. I won that match too, 2 games straight. He couldn't handle the drive serve back then. Now I can't even hit a drive serve. That's the way it goes. I think Hogan would beat me now. Anyways, all right, getting set up going. Okay, Nick Irvine, here we are, back still in setup mode. Now we're in food mode. Got the table set up here, not a lot of stuff. I still need to bring my Gatorade up here, have one up here, have one downstairs. We got bars, Nature Valley, good stuff. Creative designs by Ellie, RB. Some cinnamon rolls, some arugula chocolate, ridiculously good. Try not to eat too many of those if you're the tournament director. Bananas up the wazoo. Cramping, potassium, need to have it. Shootouts, you're gonna have some people possibly fail, especially if they think they can play 2 divisions in one day, which is absolutely crazy. So you gotta have a lot of bananas here. Might need to go get another batch of those. Got more here in the ice chest. Got backup plan for today. More bananas, ice chests. Very important to get a bag of ice if your club doesn't have an ice machine. Somebody gets hurt, they're gonna want ice real quick. If you don't have it, it's not your fault, but they're gonna blame you. Get the bag of ice, just have it ready. Also helps to have a first aid kit. Our boy Brian Pollard brings that. We've got everything you need for first aid kits, short of needing to go to the hospital. So we're all set there. We're getting close to being ready with about 40 minutes to go, which is great. Helps to have Nick Irvine here helping me out. Oh yeah, one more thing, Nick. Still on? Red vines, these go down the tournament desk. I love them. Everyone else loves them. We need those down by the tournament desk so I can drill them all day. It's not good for the belly. Ellie's belly gets a little jelly with these red vines, but they taste really good. So, red vines on your tournament desk. It's a must. Over and out. All right, Nick. Cedric Collins right here, one of the best buddies here in Racquetball. Cedric, welcome to Shootout.
Thanks, John.
Second person here, we got Jason Eade on the court warming up. Both East Bay guys, easy to get here. Last thing I wanted to say about setup, you're starting to see it all come together. These little water bottles. Now, I have Gatorade bins already made up, ice in them, ready to go. I email people on the website this morning and last night reminding them to bring their own water bottle. I hate paper cups, man. I'm done with that stuff. Just wasting paper. You know, we're all trying to live green these days, and that's just a waste. So, not that the bottles are much better, but at least they can use them over and over again. Have all these Sharpies here, different colors. They can put their name on it if they need one. Again, I'm looking for people to bring their own water bottle. So I'll hide these. If somebody really needs it, they can have it, and it costs nothing, of course. It's just a little bottle of water. For Nick and I, see, we take it to the next level. Nobody knows this. You know, Cedric's gonna know, but he's not gonna tell anybody. We go with the Fiji. We're not joking around. Jesse Cerner, my homie, turned me on to the Fiji water, and now I love it. And so we got our Fiji. This is for us. This is for the hard work. Stash this away privately over here. Nobody knows. All right. Around the corner, Nick, we are officially ready to go. We got our case of awesome classic Echelon racquetballs here. You know, we got a whole bag. Should handle 6 divisions. Players aren't going to need to use a new ball every single match. They'll go ahead and use the ball for 2 or 3 games, 2 or 3 matches. Our matches here for today, it's 1 game to 15 for all the divisions in pool play. Then we get to a semifinals for the playoff bracket, and then they'll play 2 out of 3 to 11. Most likely, sometimes the players dictate what they want to play to me, and if they're both tired, or all 4 of them are tired, they'll just say, John, let's just keep playing 1 to 11. Another thing about the play, I only do 1 timeout per game, per team, or player. It's a shootout. We want to keep it going. Everyone understands. I know it's not the official rules of the USA Racquetball, but I make up my own rules sometimes. Work with that. Got the computer set up. We're going to log in here in a minute. Got all of our draws. I don't actually put them on the wall. Everybody's not paying attention, and everyone knows how to look it up online nowadays. So technology's changed. Thanks to Ryan and Tish Rogers, we have R2 Sports. Works great. Got flyers for the next shootout coming up. Solano Turkey Shootout. What do you think of that flyer?
Absolutely.
It's pretty funny, huh? It's money.
Marvelous.
And then we got our camp forms, which Cedric definitely needs to take this right there. Take that out of my hand.
Thanks, John.
Absolutely. I've been talking to Cedric about his backhand for quite a while, and I was trying to work on that. But, you know, that's it. We're ready to go, man. So it's 8 o'clock right now. We got 45 minutes before. Super ready. Hope that gives you a little idea how to get the setup going. We'll get back at this for the breakdown tomorrow. Remember, we're spending the night tonight here. We got 2 days, so Nick and I are staying in Concord tonight. We'll have the breakdown tomorrow after the end of it, and that's a pain in the butt, but we'll get that done and show you what we're talking about. Nick will have the camera on during the divisions to watch the introduction of the new division and watch how I kind of handle, after you start that first division, you got people checking in for the next division while you saw that first division playing, so we'll handle that as well, and Nick will document that. So be back here for the play when we're at the Concord Fall Shootout coming up soon.
All right, Nick Irvine here with Play Racquetball. We're set up here at In Shape Sport in Concord for the shootout. Now, the key piece to the Echelon setup and any setup for any of your retailers is you want to make sure that you're in a high traffic area. This is right in the middle of the club. Everybody walking in is going to see the table. They're going to see all the Echelon logos, all the equipment displayed here on the table. And our goal is obviously as a retailer to get the product out there, get people trying the rackets, and hopefully make some sales for Echelon and for helping the shootout. We'll be back here with a little bit more information about how to do an effective shootout here in just a moment.
Hi Nick, I'm a little frustrated right now. The internet access here, the Wi-Fi is not working with me. Usually it does at the in-shape clubs. Most of them are Wi-Fi compatible, but right now I'm having some troubles. But no worries, I have it all on paper as well. The nature of the shootout is, you know, have a backup plan. You can do it on paper. I don't need any special, you know, court planning or anything like that. I just write the court numbers next to the names that are on the court, and then cross them off when they're done. And so it's pretty old school, but it gets the job done for a shootout style. This is Roy Frady's, Terrell Duncan, getting ready for B singles. Nick, we've already filled up the Gatorades this morning. Went and got ice, got some extra breakfast stuff, some bananas, filled up the Gatorades. Got here to the club plenty of time and we're ready to go. It's 7:30 right now. We start at 8, half an hour in advance. I'm going to make sure these guys are starting on time. We have 6 in the B singles, so it's not a lot. But we're going to make sure we start the elite singles, which starts at, I believe, 11:05, right around there. We want to make sure we start those on time, or else we're going to be here past closing. So we'll be back. Nick's going to catch a lot of footage today, and he's going to win the elite singles today. All right. Okay, guys, A's. We might as well get started with the A's. We're a little early, so we got a couple guys who aren't here. We're still waiting for some guys that live around here. So, okay, the Ace has 10 players, assuming everyone comes, and I believe everyone will. 2 groups of 5. In each group, you're going to play each player 2 games to 11. There can be ties in a game in a 2 game to 11 situation. Obviously, whoever has the most points wins the match. When it comes to advancing on to the semifinals, it'll be 2 on each side. When it comes to advancing, first and foremost is your record in your pool, okay? Not the amount of points you've given up or scored. That's tiebreakers as you get going, but your record first. No court hinders, second serves, the net is out. 1 timeout per player per game. That's about it. Anything I'm missing that you guys who play shootouts a lot? No? Probably not. Yeah, anything else I can think of, I'll get you on the way. So like I said, some of the other guys are coming, so let's get the courts already going. Let's go, let me start off with I know who's here. Let's go Kareem and Anthony on courts 4. So that's Anthony right now. You guys are right next to each other, you 2 guys. Court 4. And then we'll go John Provan, Logan Nance. You guys are on court 6. Let me get those 2 on first, and then let me see what I have, because the other guys aren't here yet. Okay, anyways, this is okay, good job guys. You guys are the 4 in the semifinals. We have time. You guys are actually 30 minutes ahead of schedule. So there's some thought about possibly doing 2 out of 3 to 15, tiebreaker 11. Angelo plays in the camera. But let's stay at 2 out of 3 to 11, tiebreaker 11. Obviously, you guys have any issues with each other, come get me and we'll get a rep for that. New balls, I give you guys new balls already. So it's Angelo versus Vincent, Pablo versus Roy. This is the 1, the 2, 3, 4. Good luck, guys. You guys have any questions or issues on the court? Come get me, okay?
Right. Oh, yeah.
B, semifinals. They just played 5 games of 15 each. Six players in the pool, so they're all feeling it a little bit, but seem ready to go. And we're going to do 2 out of 3 to 11 instead of a regular match 2 out of 3 15 tiebreaker 11. They get 1 timeout per game. There's no court hinders. And what else? That's about it. So if they have any issues, it's self-ref. If they have any issues, they'll come get me. And one of these guys here will hopefully ref, or I'll sit there and ref, and they can run the tournament. And that's what's going on. Okay, be back in a bit. All right, so this is Angelo Torado. He's in the B. He played B doubles yesterday with his dad back here. They made the semis. He was struggling a little physically. He sweats a lot for 17, right? 16, 17? 18, sorry. So this is important for tournament directors to have. It's called the stick, because Angelo's going to give you a little demonstration. He's been cramping a little bit. He was on the court, barely could get off the court. And he's going to show, he's cramping his legs pretty bad. And now he's going to give you a little idea. He can barely move right now. So it digs in pretty deep on the muscle. It's important to have, because in shootouts, players are going to have troubles finishing the day at times. It happens all the time. That's why we carry it here. So use that. Also, Angelo is bad enough right now where he's literally drinking pickle juice right now, which is pretty tough. Bananas and all that. So got to have that stuff available and ready, close by at least, so that in case this happens. Angelo wasn't far from maybe having to go to the hospital and getting an IV going. He's cramping so bad. Now he's on his way to recovery. Anything you want to say, Cameron? Yeah, there you go. The singles champion, Roy Frazier. Congratulations, Roy. It was 150 for the division, but he's only getting 70, unfortunately. There's only 6 players. Got to have 16, so it was a pro-rated situation. Tournament directors out there, take that into account. You need the number of players to be able to pay out, but I'm sure Roy's taking it pretty nice. Good job, man. Moving up to A's now.
Hi everyone, my name is Scott Winters. I'm Vice President of Echelon. I'm here to talk to you today about the new racket introductions for 2013. We have 2 great new models on tap to launch to the market this fall in 2013, and we really have 2 that are completely at the opposite ends of the spectrum. First of all, you'll notice in these 2 rackets 2 completely different head shapes. So you have a modified teardrop head shape on the new ESP RG Touron racket, and a quadriform head shape on the ESP Classic. So 2 different frames. So first of all, some of the similarities in this frame, number 1, are material. These are made of graphite extreme. This is our lightest weight material in the line. It's lightweight, it's stiff. It really helps give the frame a lot of power. Also, ESP string pattern. We're really taking string patterns to a whole new level. ESP stands for Extreme String Pattern. And we really have two different extreme string patterns. Number one, we have in the ESP RG Touron a 12 main string pattern. Most of the rackets out there today are either 14 or 16, so less strings in the racket are going to make the string bed very resilient. It's going to give you a lot of power, and it's a very open pattern. We call this string pattern DPR, double power ring, so all the strings go all the way down into the throat. It really maximizes power. Has a very high power level at 4100, so it's one of our most powerful rackets in the line. So great new stick. The other racket that we're introducing is the ESP Classic. Same extreme string pattern technology, but on the opposite end of the spectrum. This racket has 18 main strings, so you have a very dense pattern, and this really promotes control. So there's more string to ball contact when you hit the ball. Your shots are going to go straighter. You're going to have more control. With the quadriform head shape, you're also going to get great maneuverability. This racket weighs in at 175 grams and retails for $199. So two great introductions coming up for Echelon. Demo a racket today.
My name is Scott Davis. I'm from Fountain Valley, California, and I play with fire. I'm a huge fan of shoes, and Echelon has got a great variety of footwear that's available. My personal shoe of choice is the NFS Classic Low. I like this. There's no break-in period. I could take it out of the box, put it right on my foot, head over to the club, and play for 2 hours without any pain. The gum rubber on the bottom really lasts. A lot of shoes, you know, with gum rubber, some volleyball shoes and things like that, it's real soft, and so you would think it'd deteriorate really quickly. It's actually the opposite with these shoes. I could wear these shoes out 3, 4, 5 months before I need to change anything. This is actually a color I haven't seen yet, but I am a big fan of darker shoes. They just happen to match the wardrobe a little bit better than most. I'm excited to see these when these come out.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of Inside the 209. Two very important topics off the back wall. You got to execute those shots down the line. And also, you tournament directors out there, little information about how we do shootouts here in Northern California. And I have a feeling that we're the ones who created this shootout craze in racquetball. We look forward to the next episode of Inside the 209. We'll see you then.